Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician 84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 130. Well, just 70 more and we'll reach 200. Let's kick this off. So the first question is from John Cross. Pardon me. Can you summon Illusion of Chaos off Magician Navigation? No, of course you can't. It's a ritual monster. The only way to summon Illusion of Chaos is through ritual summon and the effect of Magician of Chaos. That's literally it. I think you can special summon it off Monster Reborn, provided it was ritual summoned properly. I need to check the wording. Yeah, no. You can special summon it with Monster Reborn as long as you properly ritual summoned it first. But then again, there'd be better choices to bring back with Monster Reborn, I would have thought, but it depends on the situation. In any case, no, Illusion of Chaos cannot be special summoned off Magician Navigation. And the next 9 questions are from Express Gaming, with a Would You Rather Drink edition. 1. Would you rather drink Monster or coffee? Definitely Monster, because I'm pretty sure I said many times that I hate coffee. I just can't stand the taste and the smell. Well, I guess I could tolerate the smell, but in any case, I just can't stand coffee. 2. Would you rather drink hot tea or hot chocolate? Hot chocolate, I think. I mean, I will drink a cup of tea in the morning, but I just enjoy hot chocolate more, especially in the evening after I've been out in the cold. I wonder if there's any hot chocolate in the house. Have to check. 3. Would you rather drink JD and Coke or cocktails? Ooh, that's a really tough one, because JD and Coke is like one of my go-to alcoholic drinks, the other one being Copperberg. But I do like cocktails as well, especially Purple Rain, which Emma got me into. That being said, there are some very nice cocktails, so I'm going to say cocktails. 4. Would you rather drink milkshake or beer? I'm going to say milkshake. I mean, I love a good milkshake, whether it's chocolate or vanilla. I mean, I don't mind beer, I just don't have it very often these days. I mean, I could have it, but I'd rather have JD and Coke or Copperberg, or in the case of the previous question, cocktails. So yeah, I'm going to say milkshakes. 5. Would you rather drink water or squash? Again, that's another tough one. I mean, I like drinking squash more, or mainly blackcurrant, but water is obviously meant to be healthier. I guess it also depends on the weather. But yeah, if it's really hot, then I think in any case, I'm just going to say water. 6. Would you rather drink iced tea or iced coffee? I've never had an iced coffee, but that doesn't sound too pleasant in my personal opinion. I'm trying to think if I did have iced tea before. That is something I'm willing to try though. So yeah, I guess because I'm a tea drinker, I'm gonna say iced tea. 7. Would you rather drink cappuccino or latte? I'm afraid I can't answer this question because I've never had either of these in my life, so I don't really know what they're like. Um, so, I mean, maybe I can come back to it one day if I do try either of them, but for now, I'm afraid I can't answer that one. 8. Would you rather drink sports energy drink or Lucozade? Well, I guess depending on what it is, I'd say a sports energy drink, like Lucozade Sport, just because it tastes smoother and nicer and it's not too fizzy. I mean, I like Lucozade as well, but I actually like Lucozade Sport more. And 9. Would you rather drink Red Bull or Naked? I don't think I've ever had Naked, as far as I'm aware. Um, I know they're meant to be fruity drinks, just like a squash. Um, I mean, Red Bull's alright, but in terms of energy drinks, I just enjoy Monster more. So I'm gonna say Naked, just by default. Next two questions are from Matt and Alison Welch. 1. With some of the ace monsters from the main protagonists getting support like fusion monsters fused with their rival monsters, we have yet to see anything for Utopia and Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Do you think it's possible we could get a fusion between these two? I don't see it happening really, considering both archetypes are Xyz based, although that being said, photons do have that one fusion monster, like Twin Photon Lizard, so I'm not sure. I mean, maybe there's a chance. I mean, it would either be a fusion or an Xyz monster that would take a Utopia monster and a Galaxy Eyes monster as a material. But I feel like an Xyz is more likely. So technically I would say it is possible one way or another. 2. From some of the duels in the anime that were in life-threatening situations like dueling on top of a plane or on top of a train, which do you think is much worse in your opinion? I need to say the plane 100%. Yeah, I do agree with that one. I would say the plane is more dangerous. I mean, at least if you fell off a train, I mean, now don't get me wrong, I'm not a physicist or a human biologist or anything, but I would have thought that if you fell off a train, then it's possible to survive, even though you might break a bone or two. Then again, I guess it depends on the speed, but I feel like falling off a plane would be much worse considering it's such a great height. Um, and well, I don't want to go into too much graphic detail, but yeah, it's definitely game over after a long fall. I even heard that in that sort of situation you could pass out while falling. Um, but yeah, it definitely wouldn't help that I'm just nervous about flying anyway. Um, not because of falling off a plane, of course, but because, well, there's that fear that something could go wrong. I mean, if the engine fails and it falls out the sky, there's just nothing you can do about it. I mean, um, and, and it's just an agonising wait for the end, basically. Um, Now I know, I'm sure, obviously, the plane is thoroughly checked, before a takeoff. But I don't know. I guess watching a lot of movies or TV shows involving things going wrong with a plane probably don't help very much. Next two questions are from Gungner. 1. If you would have Kaiba's briefcase that Konami sold last year, what would you do with it? I think I would definitely keep it and put Life Shaver in my Yugi character deck. Actually, I'm pretty sure Matt and Alison Welch brought up a similar question before, and I think they said they don't really consider Life Shaver to be a Yugi card. But the thing is, I do though, because it is part of Yugi's deck, even though Kaiba took it off exchange. I mean, sure, he's never even played the card, but it was still in his deck at the end of the day. But anyway, back on topic. I'd probably sell like the three Blue Eyes White Dragons in that case, plus everything else in the deck. Maybe keep the dividers, and of course I'd probably keep the case itself. I mean, I already have a case, of course, but yeah, the Kaiba one is very cool. 2. What do you think about James Dean as an actor and as a person? Well, the problem is this is another question I can't really answer. I'm pretty sure I heard his name like a few times, but this isn't an actor that I'm very familiar with. I mean, I've not seen any films he was in, and I'm just not familiar with his work and what he was like. So it's like, if I don't know, then I can't really give an opinion. Oops, going the wrong way. And the last bunch of questions are from Sparkman, with some more Sonic trivia to start us off with for your Sonic the Hedgehog needs. Did you know, according to the British Sonic the comic, Sonic was not always blue? Sonic was helping Dr. Eggman when he was called Dr. Ovai Kintubor. Sonic broke the sound barrier on one of the Doctor's machines, which resembled a hamster wheel. The sonic boom created by this ended up destroying the machine. The resulting explosion fused Sonic's spines together, giving them their iconic look, and turned him from that natural brown into his iconic blue. Much like a lot of the things in the Sonic comic universe, I do not believe any of this is canon. Yes, I actually am aware of that. I did read that story. It's hard to say really which Sonic story is canon and which isn't. I mean, I believe in their own universes they're canon in their own right. This is one of the main ones I follow, really. But yeah, I'm very familiar with that story. I've read it in Sonic the Story, and of course I read the story in Sonic the comic. Yeah, that was my favourite comic in my younger years. Did you also know, I'm guessing that's meant to be as, not add, as of 2008, Sonic Heroes holds the Guinness World Record for having the most playable characters in a platforming game. No, I did not know that actually. Of course, I should have seen that coming, and that's really impressive. God, what a game Sonic Heroes was. I know not a lot of people liked it, but I loved I really liked that game and loved the idea behind it, even though I got a bit frustrated with the final bosses. Yeah, it's crazy to think that Sonic Heroes came out 20 years ago. I am not okay with this! Finally, did you know that in Sonic Heroes, the voice actors for Tails, Charmy, and Espio are all related? No, I did not know that actually. William Corknery, who was only 10 years old at the time, at the release of Sonic Heroes, making him the youngest person to voice a Sonic character, played Tails. His sister Emily played Charmy, and their father, Bill Corkery, sorry if I'm butchering that name, played Espio. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's nice when something like this can bring a family together, but yeah, I did not know that. That's really amazing. Anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh! Questions. 1. What do you think about listening to music while playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Do you find it rude if your opponent has earphones in listening to music while playing against you? Well, I've never had this happen to me personally, but I've heard about it happen, and yeah, I do find it extremely rude. As well, as you know, one of my pet peeves when it comes to dueling is the opponent not paying attention. It's really ridiculous if they have earphones in and listening to music. It's just antisocial, and they're just not being interactive. I mean, yeah, that's really all there is to say about it. I mean, maybe if it was like an online game and you're not in a call and you're just dueling a stranger online, then that's a different story. I mean, I guess that would be okay because you're not physically talking directly, you are typing. But like, in an actual real life game, it's just ridiculous and really rude. Like, yeah, let's not be like that. 2. Would you rather play against a stun deck, an FTK deck, or an OTK deck? Well, first I figured this was a really tough question, but thinking about it, I think I'd rather play against an OTK deck. Because, well, with stun decks or control decks, like, a board of negates and floodgates is made, and then it really is at a point where you literally can't play, whereas FTK decks, well, the game's over just like that, and in both cases you didn't have a chance to do anything. At least against an OTK deck, provided you're going first, at least I have a chance to kind of do something and play, but not really. I mean, and even if I do something, it doesn't matter, because if the opponent has the OTK, then, they go for it, and it's like, I still didn't have a chance to do anything, and didn't get to play. Still, at least in that situation, there is still a chance that I can stop the opponent stopping me from being able to play, depending on my hand and what deck I'm using. 3. Can you think of one thing you like about some of the decks you hate? Yes, actually, the artwork. That's literally it. I feel like this question came up twice before. In fact, I swear you asked me a similar question in an older episode. Not the exact same one, but something similar. But yeah, I'm gonna say the artwork. That's it. There's nothing good no other good things I can say about decks that I hate, to be honest. Wait, question 4. What are some of your favourite gimmicky cards? I really like Yajiro Invader and watching replays where it slides around the board. Musical sumo dice games is also really funny and even has an animation in Master Duel. I'm not very familiar with those two cards. I'll have to look up and see what they do later. Gimmicky cards. That's a tough one. Yeah, there's a lot of cards I play in my decks that I like. Needle Wall was a fun one back in the day, like as I said before. I guess so was Rainbow Dragon in my Legendary Hero deck, because Neos is in that deck and is one of the main monsters, and I wanted to try a single copy of Rainbow Dragon out so I could play Rainbow Neos in that one. That ended up working out well back in the day. That's a really tough question. A tougher one than I thought. I wish I'd given myself more time to think about this before recording the episode. Maybe I can come back to it and make it a top 5 or above video. I want to look up these real quick. Unless these aren't actually cards and are just part of a Master Duel background. Come on, hurry up and load. So what's it called? Yaiba Robo. Wait, are you referring to other cards from another card game? Oh no, wait, here's musical sumo dice games. Have I seen this one before? Sorry, just reading it. Oh, that's the one with the awkward win condition. I don't think I spelt that other one right. Oh, here, this card. Yeah. Let's have a look at it. That is interesting. I will give it that. Yeah, this guy looks so angry. It's quite funny. Also kind of looks like it could belong to the alien archetype. No, I might have to get back to you and everyone else on favourite gimmicky cards. Non-Yu-Gi-Oh question, or questions I should say. If you were a wrestler, what would you name? What would your name, finishing move, and entrance music be? Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say because I've never really, excuse me, seen myself as a wrestler. Um, um, I mean, the entrance music, I guess, could be something similar to one of the Robot Wars tracks, where, you know, as in the original run of Robot Wars, um, during Series 5, 6, and 7, where the robots would enter the arena and their names would be announced. You know, that music. That's what I'd picture it to be. Um, I guess a name would just simply be Dark Richician, because I can't think of anything else. And as for a finishing move, I don't know. Um, it's not really something I can think of. Um, Especially since I'm not exactly built like a wrestler. So, I don't know. And finally, Wenzel's or Greg's. I'm going to say Greg's by default, because I've never been to a Wenzel's, as far as I remember. Um, yeah, I usually go to Greg's, especially whenever I'm in London, and yeah, I'm on my way to see the missus. I sometimes pop into Greg's and have a sausage roll. Um, yeah, yeah, Greg's is just amazing. I've had their chicken nuggets as well, and their donuts. Um, and this is making me hungry. Alright, and that is it for questions in this episode. Thank you very much for your guys' questions. Very cool ones as always. And if you've got any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon or evening, UK time. So be sure to get your questions in before then, so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Richician YouTube channel.